Hello guys, welcome to Coach Dev Academy. This is Suellio Almeida and we're going to sim my lap with the Porsche Cup at Virginia. We're going to see the entire lap and then we're going to talk about corner by corner. All right, going into this first corner, I'm braking at the 3. Pretty hard braking here and patient braking. I'm starting to turn in only after that little sign here and going for a quite late apex. On this car, we won't go that... Actually, you can see here that I went a little bit wide. It's mostly because I'm thinking about a very late apex and I don't want to go super wide on this exit here. As you can see, I even got very close to this next curb here and I don't let the car go all the way to the left like other cars because we're gonna be on the limit all the way and then we're gonna bring the car a lot more to the right here to change direction and miss this apex by a long distance, as you can see, because I'm really thinking about the next corner. And then here we're gonna brake and we're gonna be quite careful with the trail braking, because if you downshift to third with a lots of trail braking, you actually get the car to lose the rear very quickly. So I prefer to be very careful, not a lot of trail braking, patient. As you can see, I'm not even using all the track here on the left because I couldn't prepare it much better than that. I prefer to miss a little bit of this one and then miss a little bit of this one to kind of like find more or less the optimal line for this car. And then trying to get this curb and get back on power actually very early here, as you can see here, thinking about a good exit and going all the way here. Not all the way until almost touching the dirt because you won't have enough time to come back. I'm already like kind of aligning to the white line and then braking as close as possible to the white line. As you can see, this is quite dangerous here. If you touch this grass under braking, you're going to spin right away. So be careful with that. And then lots of engine braking here. Allow the car to go all the way to this curb here and then get back on power. Change direction quite quick here. You don't want to be, you don't want to go straight. So you're going left and then right away. So you can make sure that the car has some room to go wide here. As you can see, I'm actually not touching this curb very early. I'm only touching it at the very end of it, more or less, a little bit before the very end. So I can have the best line possible to carry as much speed as possible on this right-hander, because this right-hander is the only one you're actually going to have to worry about for the next 30 seconds. As soon as you do this right-hander here, boom, okay, everything else is easy. Now, easy, flat, easy, flat, easy, flat, easy, flat, easy, flat, easy, flat. And then here you might want to lift a tiny bit just to make sure that the car stays as much as possible to the white line here, because you're already going to brake and turn in for this very fast. As you can see, I also missed this one. It's very easy to miss this apex because there's not a lot of time from this right-hander and then already braking. As you can see, I was trying to bring the car as much as possible to the right before braking on a perfectly straight line. And because of that, I kind of like missed a tiny bit that apex here and then got back on power to make the car, to keep the car rotating pretty much on the limit right here. And then here for this corner, I'm going to use this little rubber mark here as a braking reference. I'm actually braking a little bit before that, but I'm looking at it to know more or less where the car is. And then you're gonna kind of turn in quite early and then let the car go all the way to the left. As you can see, I didn't go all the way. This one is a tricky one. You have to kind of find the sweet spot, because if you brake just a tiny bit too late, you end up like losing time if you go too wide and start sliding the car just a little bit. So on the safe side, I ended up like getting back on the brakes here and trying like to let the car go wide, but I didn't go wide enough, but that's enough. And then I can already like get set up the best exit you can, because there's a super long straight right after, and then smash the power. Well, smash quote unquote, because you want to be just on the limit of the traction. As you can see there, I'm actually getting a tiny bit of wheel spin there. And then on this next one, I'm gonna brake at the 3, and then super light hands under braking here to keep the car turning just slightly while you brake hard. I mean, not super hard. As you can see here, I'm like kind of like super light hands and 50% brakes, and then still kind of like maintaining that 40% and then 30%, then back up a little bit as I straighten out before change direction to the actual corner, the right-hander. And then right here, you did the traditional trail braking, and then get back on power. The car is gonna like kind of want to lose it a little bit, and then change direction so you can use this curb, and then super light hands here. The car is super light. So you're pretty much like exiting this entire corner with the wheel straight, basically, and the car is sliding a little bit. Then you want to like kind of cut this one and then change direction. And patient here. As soon as the car compresses, you get back on power. But then the same thing here. The car is going to be sliding and sliding and sliding and sliding and sliding and sliding all the way into the exit. And there you go. That's the lap. This is a 47.3. As you can see, that there were lots of micro mistakes here and there. So there's probably like 2-3 more tenths to find. But it's a nice reference for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.